Well, Democrats are celebrating their victory in a Florida special election last night, flipping a state House district from red to blue. And get this, what's more, the district is home to President Trump's Mar-a-Lago club.
Yeah, that race did come down to the wire. NBC News projects Democrat Emily Gregory won 51% of the vote, while Trump-endorsed Republican Jon Maples won 49%. NBC News senior national political reporter Sahil Kapur joins us now. Sahil, good to see you. So this is a district that was supposed to be a real Trump stronghold. How surprising are these results?
It's surprising in the sense that Donald Trump won this district by 11 points in 2024. It's not surprising in the sense that Democrats have been consistently overperforming in special elections ever since he took office, and this is very much consistent with that. Now, the fact that this happened in Trump's backyard carries a little extra special significance for Democrats. And look, Republicans should be worried because it does bode ill for them. They cannot be losing seats like this if they want any shot at holding the House in the midterms. And if these trends continue, even the Senate could potentially be in play for Democrats. Trump did care about this race. Take a look at what he posted on Truth Social in the run-up to it. He called it a very important special election. He talked up the Republican nominee, Jon Maples, gave him the all-caps complete and total endorsement. It wasn't enough. Democrats have flipped this seat, which covers Mar-a-Lago.
I'm going to ask you, Sahil, about the big picture here, because when we just look at Trump's second term alone, this is the 10th Republican-led seat that was flipped. But Republicans haven't flipped a single state legislative seat in that same period. So my question is this a broader trend that we're seeing take shape?
Yes, it is a broader trend. That's a scoreboard of 10-0 in special elections since Donald Trump took office in terms of flips. Republicans haven't moved a single one. And it does point to the fact that the landscape has dramatically changed since 2024 when Democrats are in power. Republicans are now facing severe headwinds for two different reasons. The first is the political environment has changed. President Trump's approval rating has fallen. Voter trust in his handling of issues like the economy, cost of living, the war in Iran, even immigration has fallen substantially. And the second thing, which is at play here and will be at play in the midterms, is the structure of the coalitions. Democrats are now winning regular voters who consistently turn out, who show up even when it's a special election, even when it's an off-year, low-turnout election. And Republicans are increasingly reliant on these irregular, low-propensity voters who don't pay a lot of attention to politics and don't turn out when Trump isn't on the ballot. It's going to be a problem for the GOP in 2026 midterms.
We're going to be watching that closely. Sahil Kapur for us. Sahil, thank you.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.